Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it, this is the one we wanted, isn't it? A chance to watch an MVP candidate perform down the stretches 4 weeks ago. How are you feeling about his chances?
Well, I think he certainly has a shot. It's going to determine what he does and what the others around him do for these last 4 weeks. But more MVP chatter, it seems like, every year as you hit the month of December. This year's going to be no exception.
Yeah, I know he's not ranked number 1 right now, but if he plays up to his capabilities, I think he's going to win the thing.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And at the 25-yard line.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Richardson. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run there with Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on first down.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and
to throw on second down. McLaughlin. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
McLaughlin's pass complete to Dalvin Cook.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Number 32.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They find some open field here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there out of Cook. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the Bears' 4-yard line.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice pump and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
The pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Offense. Are you serious?
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 26-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a run with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McLaughlin. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bears take over.
30-yard.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd
and we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Offense.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He spins free. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. McLaughlin. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. McLaughlin. This one brought in by Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Hit on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up
operating from the gun. McLaughlin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And a Vikings first down.
From the gun, McLaughlin. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Back to throw here. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, McLaughlin. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Cook on the toss left. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Looking to throw. McLaughlin. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. From the gun, McLaughlin over the middle, complete. That's Richards.
McLaughlin's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McLaughlin firing quickly here, and that's complete.
McLaughlin's pass.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, McLaughlin brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Off play action. McLaughlin brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half.
Brings up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
They're going to look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
He'll take over 1st down.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
1st down, Minnesota.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
A 10-yard loss.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
And the pressure gets to him again.
A loss of 7 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a 1st as that leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. to Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
On third down, you'll give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McLaughlin on the slant, completes to Sutton.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
A toss to Cook. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw. McLaughlin.
At the 28-yard.
And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
A loss of 8 yards.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
Makes the score Bears 14. Vikings.
So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
On first down, Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That'll be complete to Cook.
That catch good for only a couple. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. You might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
36-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Offense.
That's some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man,
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and it can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Makes the score Bears 17.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. McLaughlin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
From the gun, McLaughlin. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McLaughlin. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that's caught inside the 35.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Vikings.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. McLaughlin. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, McLaughlin. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it in.
The 2-point attempt is...
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually... there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here comes the Bears punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Operating from the gun. McLaughlin. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
McLaughlin's pass complete to Dalvin Cook. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start down?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Today's final score.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll have a tough